Come on. What's up? I set up to do the Oracle video, and I can't find the script.
You can use scripts? Do you usually freestyle it or whatever?
Yeah, it's not a bad way to do it. It's just I keep blanking and having pauses and... No, wait, I do use scripts. What are you talking about?
Well, why don't you just do another character breakdown in the meantime?
I guess. There's the other programs I wanted to do videos of. No, because the Oracle video is like the most important. Well, it's one of the most important that I have to do. Are you making cookies?
Mm-hmm. Oatmeal raisin.
Bitch! You just said the right words. Thought it'd be a good idea to talk about some programs, rogue programs that try to cause distractions in the Matrix for those that start to either wake up or start to become more aware of what's going on inside the system. So, this video will be about a few of those characters and how they became more important as the movies progressed, and there was a better understanding of how programs operate and deviate inside of the Matrix.
Afterward, I knew the rules, I understood what I was supposed to do, but I didn't. I couldn't. I was compelled to stay, compelled to disobey. And now here I stand because of you, Mr. Anderson, because of you. I'm no longer an agent of this system. Because of you, I've changed. I'm unplugged. A new man, so to speak, like you, apparently free. Congratulations. Thank you.
In the Matrix, just like any operating system, it's filled with a bunch of apps, programs that help dictate how the rules are taken inside of the Matrix, how other people are supposed to go about their lives, even things as simple as what time the sun goes up and down, or programs that are built just for hunting down people that are starting to wake up or understand that they're in a dream world, just so that it doesn't mess up anybody else that is currently still plugged into the Matrix. You have programs like the Keymaker, who establishes different codes so that you can get to different places inside of the Matrix quicker. More probably used by other programs like agents. You have more malevolent programs like the Merovingian, who was created sometime during the second incarnation of the Matrix, where he was kind of dictating the rules of cause and effect. That's why he talks about it so much. Much like one of my previous videos where I talked about the Second Renaissance and B166ER, these programs will start to deviate from what they're supposed to do, sometimes for survival, and as we start to see in the Matrix films, sometimes just out of sheer curiosity. There are a lot of people that, after watching the Matrix trilogy a few times over, they start to feel like it's possible that Smith is more likely to be the one than Neo. And a lot of people kind of throw it out because they think it's just a really cool theory. But let's go down this particular rabbit hole and see if it makes any sense. What is Agent Smith? Well, we know that the agents are programs to hunt down people that are starting to wake up from the Matrix to protect the Matrix. Anybody that's starting to make it crash or starting to wake up too many people unnaturally, then agents come and they find this deviation and they eradicate it. When we meet Agent Smith, in the beginning of the first film, he's helping the hunt for Trinity. It's established just by looking at him and how he talks and presents himself throughout the film that he's the leader. One case being that he's able to send a code to the Machine City that in the real world they'll start to send out sentinels in any particular place that he demands. In the first film, we even see that Agent Smith pretty much looks like the other agents. They have a greenish tint to their suits, they have the glasses and the earpiece so that he can communicate with the Machine City in the real world and his other agents. Even some of the things that Smith does inside the Matrix shows that he's the leader. He can call sentinel attacks. He communicates with the other agents. He often will do my favorite cliche and head people off at the pass. And he just seems to be a little more ahead of the game than the other agents. This is a movie where our hero has to win, so Neo defeats Smith by jumping into him and blowing him up. And when we meet Smith again in the next film, he starts to say that possibly some part of Neo imprinted onto him when he died, so that's why he came back. If he was infected by some part of Neo, and he knew that he was supposed to return to the source and be deleted, but chose not to, then it would seem that Neo infected Smith with the burden of choice. Smith feels like purpose is what drives him. So he may think that the choice that he made to stay was his purpose all along, was that your purpose was to be an agent that goes against the system and becomes a virus, and that was your purpose. But Smith became a program that was able to choose freely. What other programs do we see doing this? Well, there's the Keymaker, but the Keymaker is still pretty much doing what he's supposed to do. He is making codes so that people can go in and out of different hallways throughout the Matrix. So even though he's helping the protagonist, he's still doing what he believes is his primary function, even helping to fulfill the prophecy of the One. We have the train man that we meet in the third movie, Revolutions. He's in the mobile limbo station where he transports people from the real world into the Matrix and programs from the Matrix back to the source. He seemed like an antagonist, but everything he was doing was very much a part of his programming. Even the Merovingian, he seems to be deviating and doing things that should cause agents to come and chase him, but no. As malevolent as he seems, he still seems to be fulfilling his purpose. Then you got the Oracle, who should... Ain't no damn cookies in here! They're in the oven. Way back in the oven. This bitch think Anyway, programs are meant to do their job. And I think we were starting to see, just like humans starting to rebel, programs were starting to rebel. I mean, the whole point of the interrogation between Smith and Morpheus was the moment that you see Smith take the communicator out of his ear and just being straight up with Morpheus. He's tired. He's done with the entire process, and he wants to destroy the machines, the Matrix, and the real world, and humans. He wants it all to end because he's been suffering with it so long, and he just cannot understand why people are the way that they are. The architect explained Neo and the prophecy of the One as a systemic anomaly that every time the Matrix is recreated, someone is born inside of it that is supposed to shut it down. Could Smith have been a previous The One And could he have possibly been punished to exile as an agent? What if Smith was the systemic anomaly? Remember, Neo doesn't believe he's the one. He did everything that the one is supposed to do, but he did it for his reasons, the reasons that he chose. What if Smith thought this entire time he was rebelling and he was the one that was supposed to save and restart the Matrix? What if Smith returns and now he's in control of it? And what better way to subdue the conscience of somebody who could come back as the one that the machines need, but to convince him that the Matrix was just a crazy film franchise? He remembers fighting them, but he'll be damned if they do everything all over again. Now he's in a better position where he can control the Matrix, the people that are inside of it, and the programs. And now the machines need the help of humanity so that their consciousness does not just become Smith. It's getting too hot in this room. I'm about to go and I guess make cookies. But yeah, there's something about Smith that I feel like isn't over. I don't feel like he was just an antagonist that was supposed to be defeated. And one of the smaller lines that was said was when he was going to change, the Oracle, and she calls him a bastard, and he says, like, you would know, Mom. I know that the architect said that if he was the father, then the Oracle would be the mother of the Matrix. But I ain't find no cookies, but I did find this lemon tasty cake, and I'm definitely... Who the hell am I talking to?